It is almost time for kids to hit the books again, but the back-to-school bills can add up quickly, and in these tough economic times, you can use your back-to-school preparations as a great money lesson for your children. Barb Van Grinsven with Thrivent Financial for Lutherans is here to give us some advice on shopping for back-to-school and planning your budgets. Good morning, Barb.
Good morning, Rachel.
Tough year, isn't it?
It is. It is for many of us.
A lot of people working on their budgets right now. And as we get into these 5 things that she wants you to remember, let's start with the first one. Today we've been talking about shopping for those back-to-school supplies. We might overspend there, and then nothing's left for the other things we might not think about. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, like you said, many of us have never experienced this before, so we really need to step back and set a budget and make sure that we have enough money left over. So we have to look at the school supplies, the clothing, and then also consider the extracurricular activities that go along with that, such as volleyball, debate, you know, all of the extra clubs that the kids are involved in. So it's really important to take a look at everything.
Yeah, if you're going to send your kid, if your kid wants to start learning an instrument, you have to think about the cost of that too.
That's right.
Whether you're going to rent or purchase one. Let's move on to the second tip that you want to give people. Teach your school-age children about that back-to-school budget. So when you're setting your budget, invite your kids in a little bit and teach them what?
Well, it's about bringing the kids in and involving them. If they feel a part of it, there's ownership there. They will then understand when they might hear you say, no, you can't have that. They understand now why, because you don't have the money to be able to afford that. So it's about ownership and involvement for the kids.
You can't have that $50 backpack. You have to settle for the $15 one, and here's why.
That's right. And it might mean having them take a lunch 2 days a week to school, so they can understand that small things add up.
Buying new can sometimes be really hard on a person's budget. What are some other ways that people can save money on back-to-school supplies?
Well, you can look at what you have from last year. Some of the supplies are in good shape yet. Or perhaps it's going to discount stores or shopping at secondhand stores. Another good thing to do is to involve the kids in a game and maybe have a comparison shopping. You know, you try to find something that's cheaper than I can find it. So it involves the kids, and it's a lot of fun.
I like that idea. That would work for my daughter, because she would think she's winning because she won the money game. Maybe didn't win the backpack she normally would have picked, but she won the money game.
She would understand that more.
Let's switch gears a little bit. We've been talking about back-to-school supplies, pens, papers, crayons, things like that, backpacks. But college-bound kids, it's a whole nother ball game. And you say have a money talk with your college-bound kids.
That's right. Well, I've got a daughter who's going back to college in a few weeks, so this rings bells with me. So I would say sit down with them, have a budget talk, talk about the the credit card offers that are going to come their way, and just set a plan, a financial plan, and help them set parameters for themselves to keep them on track. This is, they're leaving the home, and for many it's, financial freedom, or they're thinking that it is, and really in reality they may get caught. So really have a discussion with them, sit down, have an open communication with your kids.
Those credit cards can get you into trouble. Begin or revisit college funding plans.
If you don't have anything in place right now for your children as far as college
financial aid
funding, start now. The sooner you can start, the better. And maybe it means involving the grandparents in this, helping along the way. But by all means, talk with a financial professional and learn about your options. There are options out there, and see what's best for you. So again, the sooner you can start, the better off you're going to be when your kids do start college.
But it might not be too late, so keep those lines of communication open. Barb, thank you so much. Great advice, and hopefully we'll help you get off to a good school year.